Alright, hello everybody, this is Skibadoo and we are back with Dark Souls. In the last episode we finished off Firelink Shrine pretty much, and we got a good portion of the way through Undead Burg. We've started in on it, don't worry, this place is huge, you'll see. Now, we've gotten to this bonfire and you may be screaming at me, level up, level up. No, we don't want to do that yet. Let's actually go back here, because you'll see that the enemies reset themselves. We killed these guys in the last episode. Don't worry about it. We just have to kill them again. I'll take some duck damage, because I'm a big old dummy. There we go. We'll just do this one. And we actually want to backtrack a little bit. We're going to go back down. Oh, I did not see him. Oh, he's the sneakiest guy flailing an axe I've ever seen. Crazy. Yep, good. And this time, we're going to go over here, because there's some important stuff that you may not know about. Or you might. I don't know in your experience, so it all depends. Let's just do that. Good. These guys have big old shields, so it makes them a lot more difficult to attack. Oh my gosh, did he just impaled me with his spear? Thank you. And die. A good tactic I like on these really early hollow enemies. By the way, I don't know if I talked about this, you can press B to dodge or roll. We're going to use that a lot later on. Or we're going to use that a lot later. But with these early hollow enemies, it's so much easier just to block their first attack and then just wail on them. Or just wail on them. You know, do what you want. I'm not here to judge. So there's some stuff over here. But the big thing that we want to find is... drumroll. Over here, this is the Undead Merchant.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you.
Oh, his voice.
Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
Just stop. Alright, but he may be annoying, but he does have some really good items. And I'm going to make a quick note. Not everybody will do what I'm doing right here, but I'm going to because I want to do it this way. This is just the way I like playing it. And it's not the way I grew up playing it, or I played it the first time, but don't worry about it. So he'll have a lot of items. The first thing you want to buy is Residence Key. Alright, and he does his little laugh. Now you'll notice, oh, we don't have enough money for all the items. So what we'll do is we'll use these souls. This is what I usually say before these vendors and stuff. So we'll go through a couple of these. Alright, and I ended up with about 24 souls. Why do I say about? It's written right there. You guys can see.
I hope you...
So we talk to him again, and what we want to buy is that... I'm not going to use all these items, by the way. This is just... We want to buy a bottomless box. That is essential. Buy the bottomless box and buy the residence key. You need those. Those are too good to pass up. But the other thing you want to buy, maybe not be too obvious. He sells a lot of different swords and shields and stuff. The only one that you want to buy is the short bow. Okay, unless you started with a bow, of course. If you started as a hunter class, then ignore this completely. And we'll buy some standard arrows. We'll buy about... I don't trust my aim, so I'm going to buy 40. And he also sells some chain stuff. That might be useful, but we're not gonna mess with it.
Oh, thank you. Come back soon.
Now, I want to talk about something huge in this game. You can kill him. You can kill anyone in this game, which is crazy. And it's just like, man. But you will lose him as a vendor, but he will drop some important stuff. He will drop the residence key, I know of, and he will drop his weapon, actually, the Uchi Katana, which is one of the only katanas in this game. And it's a really powerful weapon early on, and I highly recommend it if you're running like if you don't like the Estoque, or maybe you want to run a dexterity strength sort of build, but with the Uchi Katana. It's totally good. It's a great weapon. But I like having him around. Usually when I kill him, there's somewhere down the road where I go, oh, I want to get one of those items. Oh, I can't. I killed that guy. You can get some throwing knives too. Throwing knives are an item that you can throw. Oh, make that jump. You can jump off from there. That's a really tricky jump. It's not for beginners, but it pays off nicely because you can go over here and go over here. And you get a light crossbow and center bolt. I will probably not use these ever because they're pretty... Well, I was just talking about how great it was. They're actually pretty useless. Like, crossbows are just sort of like... So, bows, they increase in power with your dexterity, and they can shoot anywhere they want. Crossbows, you have to lock onto an enemy, and it doesn't increase with dexterity. It's just not as fun. Same thing with throwing knives. They're like, eh. I might equip the throwing knives actually to a. Yeah, I'm gonna equip it to an item slot. There we go. Don't worry about it. And so we'll have that ready in case we need to throw items, because there are some enemies in here that, you know, maybe sometimes you need to throw something at them. Maybe they're really annoying. Alright, we'll go across here. Watch out, because these guys are going to throw fire bombs. So you want to run across here, unless you want to get hit by fire. Now, if that's in your drum general, you have these guys here. Oh. Get out of my life! Or my death. Get out of my undeath. You can smell the satisfaction in that backstab. It's too good. Oh, we're still throwing fireballs. Oh, watch out for this guy. Yeah, take that. Alright, then we'll want to go in here. What is in here? Oh, there's this man. Yep, beautiful. Now, you may be wondering, why'd you buy that resonance key? Well, that's a good question for right now, because I actually was thinking of a part later on. Whoops. But if you go in here, you can get some black fire bombs. Those are basically fire bombs, but stronger. You know, I don't use fire bombs that much. They're very useful early game, I know, but... In fact, you know what? Let's have some fun. Oh, wrong button, wrong button. Oh, that was scary. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, man, that was close. Drink some Estus to get over that. Woo. Alright, so we did all that. And we've got these guys up here. Let's, you know, let's give them a taste of their own medicine. That was poorly aimed. This is probably a big waste of the firearms. I'm sure you're all screaming at me by this point, but eh. Oh, sucker. Gotcha. And oh, hey, what's this? Another firebomb. Nice. Ooh, we got a fire gun. That's nice. That does bring up a big point that I like about this game, and that basically everything you see in this game, you'll eventually go there. It's like, over there? Yeah, we're gonna go there. We're gonna storm that castle. Over here? Well, we're already here. So, alright. This is where you want to use the residence key, and you'll get an invaluable item. If you're having trouble in this game at a certain later point, you will want this. This is the gold pine resin. Now, resin you can place on your weapon, and it'll make it do a certain amount of damage of a certain element. Gold pine makes it do electrical damage, which, as you saw from that opening cutscene a couple of episodes ago, Gwyn used lightning against the dragons. So, yeah, it might be good. Let's use a fireball here. It might be fun. This is super fun. Can't believe I've never used these before. Oh, I see you. Heyo! Gotcha. Alright, now if we go up here, be careful. Because you'll see this barrel up there. Remember that huge metal boulder that came at us? Yeah. They like throwing things at you in this game. I'm alright with it. I can usually dodge them when I know how bad it is. So we've gotten a good amount of souls, actually. Now, you want to come down here, and you'll see this large, imposing figure. Do not go towards him. I would not recommend fighting him at this point in the game. He is a Black Knight, and there are a couple of them all over the game. They're extremely difficult, so don't fight him. You can backstab him and do a lot of damage, but you'll need to do it like 7 times in a row or something with my current stats and build, and it's just ridiculous. Don't even bother. We'll come back to him later. Don't worry about it. Hey, another door for a residence key. No, it's locked. Okay. Right. We'll just go up this long, winding tower. Okay, guys. I'm having so much fun. Sad feelings. Now this is a fog gate we want to be cautious of. But we'll still train first. Trains first? Train? I need to read that one of these days what it says. Now you may be just inclined to walk across this bridge. Do not. This is the face of undeath. Oh my gosh, this is dumb. You want to actually come up here, because there'll be some archers. And we gotta deal with them first. Always deal with the healer first, and then the range, and the, you know, typical RPG thoughts. Then we'll slide on back down, and then we can start walking along. We're walking along casually. We're casually walking. Nothing gonna happen to us. Nothing at all. Oh my gosh, what is that? Alright, that is the first... well, interesting. We'll talk about it in a second. This is the Taurus Demon. For most people, he'll be the second big boss of this game. Technically, he's an optional boss, believe it or not. It's very difficult to bypass him, you need a Master Key. But just like the Asylum Demon, we can drop on his head and do a ton of damage. But it's gonna be hard to get back up there. So, just like the Asylum Demon, this is basically the Asylum Demon again. In case you're wondering. It's just, hey, we'll get near his butt, and we'll get on up in there. Use our shield to block his hits. His hits are... oh, and he can stomp on you, I guess. I've only... oh, don't fall off the edge. Oh man, there's something scary about this fight. Oh, I should be dodging his attacks, but I'm kind of lazy right now. Uh-oh. Alright, we'll just go up on it, up in there, and get some good hits in. Oh, we got some damage on us. When they break your entire stamina, they will get some damage on your health, which can be really bad, by the way. So you really don't, you want to watch your stamina, and you don't want to let it go all the way down. Because, so that means, you know, doing things that don't use your stamina, and just sort of being unprotected, and yeah. But, with the Taurus Demon, you can run all the way back here. Let's hope. He might hit us. He might hit... okay, good, he didn't hit us. He can hit you on the stairs, and it's devastating, and you're pretty much dead. But you can come back up here. You don't want to stay up there too long, because he'll jump up there, and it's terrifying. That was actually one of my favorite things about my first time playing this game. I was like, oh, I'm safe up here. This is nice. Actually, can we use a fireball? Yeah! Those are actually really effective against him. Fire is really good on demons, strangely enough. Most demons. There are some. Is she gonna... oh, he jumped! The cat! Good thing we blocked that. That was a little... oh, we got him! Whew. You all were scared, because I was. Don't worry about it. We got him! Victory achieved. And what do? We go, what up, demon? Yeah! Oh, I'm such a nerd. Oh, gosh. But, now that we've beaten Taurus Demon, we get about 3,000 souls just for killing him. That's awesome. We need to find a bonfire, like, soon. But we're just walking through here. We're enjoying our time. That was a pretty easy fight. Don't be ashamed if you died to it. I'll say a lot of these fights are easy. That's basically just so I can, like, feel that I'm, you know, they're not too bad. And I'm not going to be embarrassed. Or, so I can be more embarrassed when I'm hit. And if we go down here, this is a very important thing. You want to come down here, come down the stairs, and you'll see this bridge. Don't go on the bridge yet. Just don't worry about it. But if you go all the way down here, and we'll see this guy. Who is this?
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
So this is Solaire. Everybody loves Solaire.
Oh, aha! I have.
So he's gonna talk a little bit. He's gonna say, "Hey, do you want a proposition?"
The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
That sounds pretty good to me. I could always use that.
Greatly. Well then, take this.
We get the white sign. So
we are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. but use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
So he's talking, so basically what he's talking about is co-op. We can now, at certain points, summon Solaire for co-op, and we can have fun with him and play with him. Solaire is loved by everybody who plays this game, basically. And I have a funny story, is that, if you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm trying to bait out this dragon who's gonna breathe fire on us and stuff. Be a jerk, pretty much. So we want to walk carefully. But I'll tell you a little story. The first time I played this game, I didn't know a lot about it, but I knew about Solaire. And I knew everybody always loved to praise the sun and yay Solaire and stuff like that. And so I thought it'd be funny if in the first game I killed him. Don't. It's not funny, and it's really painful later on in this game, and that made my first playthrough a lot more painful. Anyway, we went across this bridge, we came down here, killed the ladder. Where does this ladder lead us? My, this looks familiar. Yes, we're back at where we were earlier. Yay! Alright, so that looks like a... And so now we have this ladder that we can take up there as a shortcut. That looks like a good place to cut it, though. So we'll call this an episode, and we'll see you guys in the next one. I'm Scooby, I've been having tons of fun, and I hope you have them too. Thanks for watching, this is Dark Souls, and see you next time. Bye!